Hey folks, I'm Serious JG and welcome back to Let's Play Yakuza Kiwami. There's somebody yelling in the hallway. And last time, I decided to throw away subscribers by getting into politics for no reason during a date. Excuse me, with Rui. Nina, you up, blah. Yeah, I just kind of decided that it was time to share my thoughts that the same assholes who used to rage against Title IX as being just a wasteful government interference, and they liked the idea that school sports were for boys and cheerleading was for girls, are suddenly all about girls' sports because it's a way to discriminate against transgender. So it just kind of spiraled into Rita being like an arch-conservative monster. But that being said, just because she's an arch-conservative monster doesn't mean we're not going to take her on a date, and this time do it right. Because last time I intentionally threw a question because I thought it would be funny, and then kind of failed to recognize that it would take 20 minutes of menuing before we actually get out of that. So I just threw a couple of questions in a row, and that just led down the road of Rina and Kiryu not liking each other at all. But we're going to continue on. We're going to do the date right this time. And then I think I'll either wander around looking for side quests, or maybe head over and see what we can do with Majima. Kiryu-san, I've been waiting for you, and so have my giant hands. Kiryu-san, I love your outfit today. You look so handsome. Yeah, the watch seems to make a difference. Would you like to drink? What would you like to drink? I don't want to drink anything. What the fuck, man? It's a cabaret club. I want this. Okay. It seems like you always get a boost no matter what you select there. You get a tiny boost for saying that she can share, which seems like an easy call, but it's just fun to be like, no. Cheers. Let's enjoy ourselves tonight. Well, that's not my plan, but okay. I'm Kiryu-san. I want to talk about something personal. What is it? I told you that I wanted a child. Would you help me? Help you with what? Don't be ridiculous. Don't be ridiculous. You can't ask something so serious in such a nonchalant manner. Hee, I knew you'd react that way. I know what's in your mind. I'm really glad you're a decent guy. What? Okay. I understand. What's up with you? What the fuck are you talking about? And what is that, like, crawling up on my arm thing? I'm sorry. It's actually my friend who wants to have a baby, not me. What do you mean by help, anyway? She doesn't want a boyfriend? Well, she's a lesbian, blah, blah. So we've been through this. So... Don't worry about it. It's not a problem. It's a simple solution. I know it'll take a long time. No use rushing. What about adoption is the correct answer, I believe. Which seems like the correct answer in my mind anyway. So we will go for that. What about adoption? If they want to raise a child together, that's always an option. I think they would be open to that, though. Do they even allow gay couples to adopt children? Japan, I mean, America, there's places in America where that's harder than it probably should be, but in Japan, they are not, Japan's weird. Like, in their video games, in their pop culture, like, Japan always comes across as being this place where, like, anything goes. But I think that has more to do with the fact that the pop culture in Japan that is most popular outside of Japan is much more progressive in a lot of ways than, like, overall Japanese pop culture. Japan is a really conservative country. Like, women not wanting to wear high heels to work was a big thing, but it didn't seem to get anywhere. Like, even America, we're kind of in a race to the bottom as far as, like, how sexist we can be, because we had a kind of personally unlikable but apparently competent woman run against Donald fucking Trump for president, and Trump won. And but I still think we'll have a female president before Japan has a female prime minister. Anyway, do they even allow gay couples? Yeah, because like you'll see anime where, like, you know, gay characters are portrayed in a positive light, but then their actual laws over there are just not into that kind of thing at all. An unmarried single person can apply for adoption, so why would they deny a gay couple? Really? I'm surprised you know so much, but how do you think the child would feel? Like it has parents, which it wouldn't otherwise. I grew up in an orphanage, so I know lots of kids who got adopted. Love and care are more important than blood when it comes to having true families, so you don't have to worry about that. Besides, kids today are more open-minded than you think. Well, I mean, kids today can be taught to be open-minded, or they can be taught to be closed-minded assholes. Okay, that makes sense. I'll let my friend know. Thank you for giving me such great advice. I feel better already. So, like, it didn't occur to any of you that adoption was an option until Kiryu brought it up, huh? Yeah, I'm always glad to help. Tell you stuff about adoption law that I don't know to be factually correct. Ask her out. I don't know if I want to go out with her again. What are the other things that we can do? I mean, if it's just about the karaoke minigame, what else can we do? We can do the photo booth, but I don't know the photo booth controls. I guess we can try to figure them out. I guess I could look up the photo booth controls real quick. I feel incredibly silly here, but why not? Yakuza Kiwami photo booth. Photo shoot guide, but that's for 2. Photo booths. Wait, they're a minigame? Guess even vanity requires evaluation. This seems simple, but actually requires some precise timing. Big operations that you feed it money. Select your backgrounds for 3 shots, which are relevant to completion, and when the timer counts down, use any of the 4 main buttons to strike a pose. As you see below your picture, there's a time into getting the exact right kind of pose. You'll only be able to hit one of the 4 corresponding buttons. If you hit it right, you'll get a perfect shot, and the picture becomes covered in sparkles. Once you finish, you'll be allowed to save one of the pictures. It counts towards completion every time you get a sparkly photo, so you can conceivably get 3 in one visit if you do it properly. You don't have to save the photo to get credit. As a final note, you can go to the photo booth alone, bring a hostess on a date, or go with Haruka in Premium Adventure. I think this is the same guy whose fact I've been using for everything, by the way. Alright, so it's a timing thing. Like, I was doing it wrong before. I think I wasn't waiting for the countdown, I guess. So let's ask her out and see if we can get a photo date. Ask her out. You want to go out after this? After this? Hee I would like to spend more time with you. Okay. You can show me more information about adoption that you haven't verified is accurate at all. The other day, a colleague invited me after hours to go to a host club for the first time. Didn't we talk about this? Oh wait, that reality didn't happen. Oh, I thought that was for high society ladies, but it's for hookers now. Yeah, hookers. So what was it like? I'm being completely honest, it was horrible. Yeah, it wasn't just me goofing. Like, she got really weird about, like, gender roles here. I thought hosts were usually the arrogant types who used to be delinquents. Wait a minute, I thought you liked cute girls. No! Men are disgusting pigs! Okay. So the correct answer is, how about at Okama bars? And I don't even know what those are, but it's some kind of, like, no theater thing. Or maybe it's kabuki theater. You know, I like kabuki theater, but I prefer no theater. How about the Okami bars? There are men who wear makeup at those. Yeah, like they're dressed up for, like, some cultural thing, I guess. What? Okamas are going to be Okamas, no problem there. Okama's got an Okama. I did hear, however, that Okamas are secret Muslims. I don't know what Okamas are. I don't understand your criteria, then. Okamas are great because they'll listen to both your male and your female problems. I love talking to them. Oh, Okamas are like... Well, I guess I shouldn't guess what Okamas are, because I just don't know. You know what? I'm already wasting fucking time looking shit up in this video anyway. What's an Okama? Okama is the burnt rice. Okage is the burnt rice that sometimes sticks at the bottom of a cooking pot. That's not what I asked. Well, there's One Piece fandom. Okay, here's the actual Wikipedia article. The honorific Japanese term for a cauldron or a kettle. Slang term for homosexual men or other sexual minorities in Japan. Alright, they're a specific thing that I'm not going to find quickly and easily. Japanese slang for a gay man, particularly in reference to very effeminate guys, or a drag queen. Okay. I kind of vaguely understand what they mean now, but I didn't... So, like, she likes drag queens, but she doesn't like men who are effeminate but don't go all the way to drag queen territory, I guess. This girl does not make a lot of sense to me. I guess, but that also means they have a lot to bear. It must take a lot of courage to live life the way they do. Well, I'll give them that. I was talking to somebody the other day just randomly about Amy Schneider. I'm on a transgender kick today. Amy Schneider, the Jeopardy champ, who's transgender. I'm getting the terms confused. Amy Schneider was born male and transferred to female, and then there's another Jeopardy, like, super champion whose name I'm blanking on, who is they use gender neutral pronouns. Like they look very feminine to me, but they prefer to use gender neutral pronouns. And I haven't seen a lot of like hatred for Jeopardy flaring up yet. It's like, I don't know, like with people flipping out about Bud Light, you would think there'd be people wanting to ban Jeopardy, but I haven't heard about it yet. But I was saying to somebody the other day that like, I really like Amy Schneider because she kind of goes out there. She's really fucking good on Jeopardy, and she's not in anybody's face about any of it. But like, at a time where people are just all over transgender folks, she's just kind of quietly representing. So like, I don't hang around at drag queen bars, but like, yeah, I gotta, you gotta admit it takes guts to do what they're doing. I don't feel the compulsion to do that myself, but yeah. Yeah, they're true to who they are. I admire that about them. It was. If you need someone to listen, I'm always here. But you're not a drag queen. Why would I talk to you? I don't know why I'm going off on this whole thing about transgender stuff today. But yeah, it's really easy to get her hyped up for you. We had to work pretty hard to get her to hate us last time. What should I do? Keep talking. Try something else? Just keep talking. Prattling on about virtue. Hey, Kiryu-san, do you think I'm fat? Yes. Yes, you are fat. Alright, we can get through this pretty quickly. And I think the correct answer here is it's better to be fat. Like, just tell her it's fine if you're going to be fat. It's cool. You're sexy anyway. I like to have some extra cushion for the pushing. It's better to be fat. Girls are too skinny nowadays. What? Seriously? I didn't know you were into that. Oh yeah, that's why I'm into you, because you're a big porker. We eat a lot of food. If I go out with a girl who eats like a rabbit, I think it'd be awkward. What if she bangs like a rabbit? Oh, that's why. The customers aren't going to like a fat cabaret girl, are they? Some of them will like her very much. Most of them won't, but the ones who do like her will like her a lot. Osis's value isn't entirely about her looks. It's more about being someone you can enjoy a drink with. Am I wrong? Hee, that's a lovely thought, but it's not true. If only all my customers were like you, then I wouldn't have to worry about my figure as much, and I could eat as much as I wanted, heart. Well, if you get too fat, it'd be bad for your health. You gotta check yourself before you wreck yourself. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Check. But I don't think you have to worry about that too much. Sir, she loves you as much as possible. Get out. I've had enough drinks. I'm good to go. Very good, sir. What? This is ridiculous. That was like 750 bucks, if I understand their economy correctly. Here's your check, sir. Thank you very much. Kiryu-san. I'll be waiting for you at Theater Square. Hee hee. Oh yeah, A rank. Oh, and we even like kicked it over a notch past just halting at the beginning of A rank there. Yeah, we're getting really close to finishing these stupid quests, and I know this is really irritating to some of you. Like some people, I'm getting more time-stamped comments on the videos where I go on those dates than anything else, because sometimes the dialogue just gets really amusing. But there's probably other people who did these karaoke minigame and Mesu King and the like are why they're not watching this series, because it's not doing as well as the GTA stuff I've been doing was. I don't monetize the channel at all, but I still like always kind of curious as to what people are actually watching. Anyway, so we're gonna go to Theater Square. We'll go on a photo booth date with her. Johto Journeys, buddy. Stop at a hotel. What about Pat Tanaka-san? Been so dangerous lately. That piece of crap. Hey, leave me alone, guys. I gotta get to the karaoke date. Protect me from them! Kiryu-san, I've been waiting for you. Where are you gonna take me today? No, where'd you go? We're gonna go play, because shopping just means you spend money, and we'll go to the photo booth. Let's get our photo taken. Kiryu-san, I didn't know you were so sentimental. How unexpected. Well, let's go. Yeah, it's like, you agree to her to, she's going to stay and hang out with you after hours, and all you want to do is go get a photo taken. That doesn't seem like much of a date. I gotta come up with an awesome pose. Let's do an Edgy Christian 5-second pose. Let's do this, shall we? Let's get down to business, shall we? So I hope we got some instructions for this. Alright, let me try this. Oh, we got the Mesu King kids are hanging out in the middle of the night, of course. Insert coins. Oh, I see. Now there's a thing. I didn't do it right at all. Wait now. I don't fucking get how this works. Like, I didn't... Okay, like, I was just pressing along with the timing. I don't get it. Are you supposed to wait... It says you can pick whatever pose you want, but... Let's go. That was terrible. I need to figure out how to actually do that game. I guess you press and hold, because it doesn't matter if you do it with the girl or not. That pic didn't really capture our best side. Sorry. No worries. Thanks for today. Catch you later at the club. Yeah, we barely got anything out of that because we sucked. I guess I can try to figure out how to actually do it, though. Like, I think you hold the button, maybe? Because you can do it with yourself or with Haruka, but... Okay, as you can see below your picture, it's the timing to get in the exact right kind of pose. You'll only be able to hit one of the 4 corresponding buttons. Oh, I have to hit one button. That's probably why. I was hitting all of them. I was doing it like the other game. Alright, so I just have to try and... You get sparkles if you do it exactly right. Alright, that one. Oh, you have to get 10? Oh, fuck. Alright, you only press the button once, and... Alright, so now I know how to do it. This will be easy. Cash controls everything around me. I don't remember the actual words of that song. Dollar dollar bill, y'all. Alright. Well, at least we can do it better next time. Now I know how the game works. We can do it in the future. It'll be awesome. It'll be an incredibly good use of our time. Let's throw in a save, and since we're actually in the neighborhood, we'll go see what's going on with Majima-san. Beep, beep, beep. He hasn't been involved with the main story in a while, but I think he would have to be eventually. I know he gets involved with the main story in Yakuza Kiwami too, because I've seen little bits of storyline from that, from Lethal streaming it. Alright, so Majima's been hanging out here, so why not go poke that bear, or tiger, or snake. Says he's over here. Oh, that's right. There's a... That's the VIP lounge, but there's a door down here as well. Let's take it to the dance floor. You seem like an NPC that I can speak to. Oh, I was kind of halfway kidding, but she is. There's Majima.
Excuse me.
Huh?
Can I ask you something? Do you know where I could find the platform here?
Memories of the Bubble. That was like an episode of the new Mystery Science Theater series where they like made a big deal about how horrible the movie was, and it was. But it didn't end up being one of my favorite episodes of the new Mystery Science Theater. Often when they do terrible movies, I find them really funny, but a platform, I don't think this club has one.
Oh, really? How sad. I was hoping they'd have one here.
Sorry to disappoint, but a platform, that's nostalgic. They were pretty trendy in the disco clubs during the bubble economy.
Oh, wow. You were in the disco clubs during the bubble?
Oh yeah, back when I was 20 years old or so. I'm an old man. Used to be a regular, popping in to dance my cares away.
Oh, wow. Can you tell me more about what it's like to go to a disco club in the bubble? I'm really into older men, apparently.
Well, the women were dancing in these gaudy tight dresses. The men would hit on them relentlessly, and everyone drank like fish. It was kind of one long drunken party.
I see. That must have been quite a sight to behold.
She's really impressed by the idea of drunken lechery. Yeah, but why are you so interested?
Oh, there's a roll-up for a movie set in the disco clubs of the bubble economy era. The movie is called Disco Queen of Love.
Sounds like garbage.
I'm an aspiring actress, and I'm going to audition for the lead role.
I see, so you're trying to learn about the time period. Well, it sounds like you don't know enough to know that it was about people getting drunk and partying, so you've got a real lack of information on this.
Yeah, I heard disco clubs had platforms during the bubble. I wanted to see one in person, so I came here, but I turned 20 this year, so I was just a kid during the bubble. But if I want to play a part of someone who really lived in that era convincingly, I figured I'd try to learn more about the bubble economy itself, myself.
I see. That's pretty dedicated, I guess. Anyway, I gotta go fight Majima now.
Thank you. I've always wanted to be an actress ever since I was a little girl. Now, could you use alchemy to make me flour that has the rather devastating effect? That's why
I say that video won't actually post. The video I'm referencing from Atelier Rizza won't post for like a month after this does.
That's why I don't cut corners, even when it comes to the smallest details.
Yeah, well, good luck. I hope you can nail down the era somehow. Quest complete.
Thank you! Oh, sorry, I should have introduced myself. I'm Aya Yabuki, and you are?
Yabuki. Name's Kiryu.
So, you were regular at the disco clubs during the bubble, right?
I just said that. Yeah, I guess.
If you don't mind, would you mind telling me more about what it was like back then?
Well, I was younger.
Nani?
What? Nani?
If I can get real details from someone who actually lived the bubble economy, I think I could nail that audition.
Well, you'll have to nail me first.
The stories of someone like you would help me recreate a true bubble economy persona.
Well, you could be a bubblehead. I see your point. But why ask me? Your parents were probably aware of how things were.
My parents are a couple of country folks. They never left their town, and they wouldn't know a thing about disco clubs or the bubble. They have really strong opinions about the sanctity of girl sports, too.
I see.
So, can I rely on you to tell me a little more about it, Kiryu-san? Please help me.
Sure. This guy's throwing like air punches at the DJ in the background of the shot that is no longer on screen. Sure, I guess I can make some time. He uses his time mage abilities.
Thank you very much. You are supposed to be...
But I wouldn't even know where to start. What kind of information about the bubble economy would you want?
I'd like statistics, please. Let's see. Oh, I heard people did some weird stuff to hail a cab. What did they do? What?
Oh, I remember that one.
Really?
Cabs were pretty popular back then. People would stay out late partying at a disco club or something, and the cabs were the best way to get back home. It got kind of competitive, so people would do interesting things to get the cab's attention.
Like what?
I'm trying to remember what we did to hail cabs. But you just said, oh, I know that one. We ran to the streets, we waved 10,000 yen bills, we body slammed the cabs. It's the economy, you're waving the big bills, right? We used to flash our 10,000 yen bills at the cab drivers.
Huh? How would a cab driver have seen it?
With their eyes. Well, we'd hold them on our hands and wave them around like this.
What? Is that really what people did? That's madness! Ha ha ha, that's too funny.
Back then, cab drivers had the luxury of picking their passengers. If the destination was too close, they'd actually refuse to take the job.
Well, fuck them, arrogant bastards.
So we'd wave 10,000 yen bills to indicate that we were going far and away and willing to pay the drivers. Well, I mean, it could mean you were going someplace close, but you're just like a rich, entitled asshole.
Are you serious? Wow, the bubble economy was so intense.
Uh-huh.
But that's really good info to know. I think that tells me a lot about the lifestyle. Thank you. Quest complete.
That's good.
But I need to know more. Please tell me more about the bubble economy era.
Sure, what else do you want to know?
Let's see. I'm really curious about how relationships worked. I'm sure dating was quite different then.
Yes, at that time we had 3 genders. Dating, huh? Thinking back on it, one of the popular things guys did was drive women around in their cars. Except, of course, that none of us had cars, because it was all cabs. Oh no, my story's falling apart. I didn't live during the bubble era at all.
You mean like they take their girlfriends places? That sounds pretty normal. Guys still take their girlfriends places today, you know.
They do? Oh shit, I've been exposed as a fraud. She has a really odd shoulder structure. Am I crazy, or is there like something weird with the way her arms are built? Maybe it's just like the top she has is wrapped around her in an odd way, exposing a lot of shoulder.
Yeah.
No, see, most of the time they weren't even dating yet. Women would ask guys to drive them around, but most of these guys ended up never making it past friends.
What? You mean women were cold fish then? So men went to the trouble of driving women around even though they weren't together? They would give a girl a ride someplace she needed to go and they wouldn't even fuck him for it? What a bunch of cold fish.
Yeah, especially if they had a nice car. A nice car would mean they had money. But since everyone had money, men had to really go out of their way to impress girls.
Wow, I see. So men had to really work hard to get a girl's attention then. Now that I think about it, didn't those guys have kind of silly nickname? I thought I remembered hearing that once.
They were like zoot suiters or something.
What was it? Runner boys? Doggy boys? No.
Oh, I think it was Doggy Boys. Oh yeah, they did have a nickname.
I knew it. Do you remember what it was, Kiryu-san?
It was just a name that made fun of them for driving women around because they told them to. Leg lads, leg lock lads, lock knee lads. I don't know. I can't imagine this matters. Leg lads. I remember now, it was leg lads.
Yeah, that's it, leg lads. It wasn't leg lock lads. Except that if it was, I would probably say, yeah, that's it, leg lock lads. But why did they call them that?
Because those women used them as a means of transportation, kind of like using the men as their legs.
Oh, but I thought they had legs and knew how to use them. Was ZZ Top part of the bubble? But it's a little sad they got made fun of when they were just trying to do something nice.
Well, they were trying to get, they were trying to wet their wicks. You're right, women had lots of nicknames for men back then. There were grub buds, gift guys, and keeper coons. Men got pretty carried away with all the money they had, but women weren't innocent either. If they were the type to get a lot of attention, they went overboard too.
So the economy was good and everybody was high-spirited to a fault, huh? But the story really helped me understand the mindset of young men and women at the time.
Yeah, that's good.
Yes, please tell me more about the bubble economy era.
No, really, I'm done. This is not being as entertaining as the Dilfo conversation. I guess I could tell you about the disco clubs you were saying you wanted to hear about. I've heard them talk so much about lately.
Oh, finally! I was really getting tired of your leg lad talk. This is the setting of a movie I'm auditioning for, so I'm really looking forward to this.
The disco club is pretty similar to this club, actually. There's a dance floor and off to the sides and VIP rooms. Also, Majima was there, threatening us all with violence. Men and women would basically just dance, drink, and party. This place doesn't really seem like it's that rockin', you know? It seems pretty lame.
I see. I've seen old footage on TV and stuff, but I guess disco clubs weren't so different than today's clubs. Oh, but I did notice something different about the women at the disco clubs footage I saw. They were all, like, out of their mind on drugs.
What is it?
Well, the clothes, for one. The women in the footage were wearing these really tight dresses. They had this weird thing in their hands.
Oh, those were glow sticks.
What was up with those dresses, and what was the thing they had in their hand?
Dresses and an item in their hand. Way disco women dressed, huh? What were they wearing and holding? A sailor dress and a katana, a leotard and a ribbon, a bodycon dress and a fan. I don't know what a bodycon dress is. I don't think it was sailor dresses and katanas, though. Leotard and a ribbon might make sense, but that's like a girl's sports thing. I'll say bodycon dress and a fan. Oh, I remember now. They were wearing bodycon dresses and holding fans.
A bodycon dress? What the fuck is that?
Yeah, it's short for body conscious. It was the trend at the time to really show off the body and hold a fan while dancing. It appears that either all the answers are really right in different ways, or I stumbled onto the right answers here. I think that the fans were called feather fans.
Wow. I've never heard of that before. The concept of feather fans blows my mind!
And folks, we're going to have to give her time to recover from this incredible revelation that such a thing exists as Feather Fan. So when we come back next time, we will finish talking to this woman, God willing, and move on to dealing with Majima. Thanks for watching.